Well, we actually are in the middle of testing a new product now, and that one allows us to have electronically, in California we have a state fire marshal wet chemical systems report that we need to provide and fill out. It's a standard form. So we now have that electronic on either a tablet or someone's phone. And then now we've transitioned over to where we have our work order on that too. So we now are in the testing with some technicians on that product. It's doesn't do invoicing, doesn't do scheduling, all that, because we have that down very well. But what we're really needing is to find a way to not have to write the same reports at every stop over again. So we're using that one. Years ago, we tried a product and it offered everything it said, but the downside was it doubled all our administrative work. It virtually made us do double the work in QuickBooks. And so although we saved a little bit here, we spent 3 times in the office to do the same thing. So obviously that one we said thank you very much, but no longer.
We introduced handheld devices to our technicians almost 10 years ago. It took a while to get used to all of that. I've grown with our company over the last 24 years and seen it go from pieces of paper to digital reports. Some of the programs that we use to facilitate our technicians to be able to spend more time on the job rather than chasing money has really helped our technicians to focus on servicing the fire equipment rather than dealing with, some of the time lost in paperwork. A lot of the QuickBooks programs and other programs like that to help us to be digital in our billing, as well as our reports and filing those reports with different agencies, which again has helped my technicians focus on the job rather than the paperwork.
So when I started my career 21 years ago, everything was handwritten. 3-ply, I don't know if everyone remembers 3-ply, so I had to write really, really hard. Customer would get the pink copy, I would keep the blue copy, and the white copy would go in our files. That's how we did. Everything was very labor intensive. And the amount of storage that we needed just for our files, not any kind of ITM report, just our files, was immense. Now that we're digital, we're able to scan all our old files, and everything we do now is digital. It's on an iPad, it's on a tablet, where we can go in there and easily do an inspection. When my inspectors do an inspection now, and they say, oh, this exit sign is not lit, it needs to be fixed. They can go to their tablet, they push on exit signs, it automatically pops up with the code section and the exact verbiage we need for the customer. So it's very consistent. Every customer is getting the same exact verbiage, which is great. We want consistency. It shouldn't be different if I do an inspection or another inspector does an inspection. It's got to be consistent. So having this technology is great for us. We can just download everything. We can download inspection reports, we can download photos and keep it all digitally so we don't have the mass amounts of fire hazard that we used to have back in the old days.
It's kind of fun to think back, when I was a technician, I used the pen and paper, right? And I remember giving the acknowledgement to the customer so they knew what I did that day. And more times than not, they would say, "What does this say?" Because my handwriting was so bad. I knew coming into Certisite and starting this business that we had to be able to have a technology advantage. We needed to make sure we were using technology because it was really becoming more and more available and better than it ever had been. And so creating, again, a field service application where technicians are able to have all the information they need at their fingertips, being able to complete work, customer can easily read it and understand it. Because of technology, you get to add important notes and pictures and things that are really a part of what the customer needs to make a good informed decision. Certisite, in my mind, is a leader. I truly believe we're far ahead of many others in the space. And I think because we started small, from the very first business that we started, we've had technology as a part of that, and we've had, last several years to maximize it, find ways to make it better and more efficient. And so I'm really proud of Certisite and our team because we've got a really good leading edge on technology.
We're a big company. We have have a lot of different apps that we use. We have a lot of different technology-based invoicing, all that. It just got to move forward. You know, it seems like every week we're going into a different training for something new, some new technology. So it's helped. Different, you know, how do I want to say this? It streamlines the process. You know, everybody or most people that are involved with that technology aspect have eyes on it, or you don't have to just search for your answers to 10 different people. So streamlines the process.
Again, I'm really excited about the transformation. As you can tell by looking at me, I'm an old guy. I've been around a long time, and I started with pen and paper as well. And the mobile apps that we use today to do inspections really has helped the affiliate partner to already have that data in a digital format, and it helps us to manage that as well, so we don't have to manually take each piece of paper, inspection paperwork, and manually enter in that data. So it's really exciting. The future is exciting for us in the fire life safety industry, and looking forward to it.
Growing up in this industry, it was with pen and paper, but Servant Fire's never been pen and paper. We've always been iPad, because speed, efficiency, and need to be able to read what the guys are writing. You know, it needs to be done now and quickly, and it's easy access for the customer and for us for any questions. So I think it's a must. You can't be pen and paper in this day and age.
We're actually going through a process where we're modifying all of our softwares, and we're trying to collaborate them all into one as much as we can. And the financial side, the CRM side, the project management side, as well as that inspection software and so forth. It's hard to find one software that does it all, and we've gone through quite a bit of a process, interviewing a lot of different companies to do that. But I think it's important so that, one, all of our companies are on the same page, and that they work together, and that information flows best from one to the next. But there's a lot of great softwares out there, just finding one that fits best for your company.